Thanks for listening to Dad's Doing Nerd Shit, a podcast by three dads who talk about the shit they are interested in. Just a heads up for the listeners, we're not experts. We may pretend like it, but we're not. That means you probably shouldn't be taking life or death advice from us, because, again, we're not experts. All opinions are biased because they're ours. They're not anybody else's. Also, we tend to cuss, swear, pretty much just say whatever the fuck falls out of our mouths. So if you don't want your kids to hear it, kick them out of the fucking room. With that out of the way, roll the dice and join us as we discuss the things we love and the culture around being a nerd.
And welcome to Dad's Doing Nerd Shit. I'm Matt.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Dusty.
And tonight, just like we always do, we're going to shoot the nerd shit. You know, life gets busy sometimes, and sometimes we don't need to schedule the motherfucking show. We just bring it because we are the show.
Right, we just bring it.
And shoot the nerd shit, just fucking get in the circle and just circle nerd together.
Sir.
It's just
I used to circle nerd in high school.
Whoa.
That's
kicking the hacky sack back and forth.
Dude.
Fair enough.
Man, since I got my new gig, right, I'm like, why the fuck don't we sell hacky sacks? And all these young kids are like, what's a hacky sack? And I'm like, yo,
oh my God,
you sons of bitches, man.
Right?
You motherfuckers, dude. I miss hacky sack.
Me too. I am not coordinated enough for it anymore.
Well, dude, I used to play
flexible
hacky sack.
Enough.
And now I wear skater shoes that were like perfect for hacky sack.
Right.
Yep.
And I'm like,
dude,
man,
we used to like specifically lace our fucking shoes to play hacky sack.
To catch the sack. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, dude. We got to break that out. I bet you we could still whack that sack about a bit.
You think we can whack that sack?
Fuck yeah, I think we can kick that bitch around.
So
like
were you guys...
Welcome to Whack That Sack.
It's like MXC, though. Right you are, Ken.
Right. What you are. Were you guys... What was your go-to hacky sack? Because, I mean, there were a few out there. You had the pleather with the sand in it.
No. Oh, no.
Which were absolute garbage.
Yeah, for sure.
You had the, like, crocheted ones with the silica beads in them.
I think those were like the usual I've seen.
Yeah, those were like the go-to.
They were like the drug rug fucking fabric, right? Like
yeah.
Like that thick fucking polyester
cordage.
Yeah, like weave. Like it was crazy. Yeah. And yeah, man.
But they broke in so fucking well.
Yeah, you just run it over a couple times and it's ready to rip, ready to kick about.
I still have mine.
You do?
Yep. I have my
like
yellow smiley face one.
Everybody inevitably lost theirs because they forgot it, and somebody else was like, sweet new hacky sack.
Right,
and right. Like, I'm sure
it's already broken in.
Yeah, right. So you're just like, I'm not giving this back.
My OG hacky sack, I actually stole it from my sister. I don't think there is a lick of original stitching on it. Like you look at it, and it's all just thread. That's all it is. Just
fucking A.
Well, I mean, that brings up a good point. Did anybody ever buy a hacky sack, or did they all exist and just get stolen time and time again?
I've seen people buy one and then attempt to break it in, but we still used the old one because the new one sucked.
Right.
Like, that was always the fucking issue when you got a new hacky sack was...
It was
the old
stiff.
One was still better. Yeah. Yeah.
I used to break mine open, dump some seeds out. Jeez Louise.
And, dump out some seeds. That was my stash bag to keep it from the cops, man. Put that shit in my hacky sack.
the most unique hacky sack that I ever had that I lost, unfortunately, was a chainmail hacky sack filled with corn. I loved it. Thing was fucking dope. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody stole that, man.
Right. That had to have been heavy as shit.
Oh, dude. It definitely was. Definitely was.
That shit would hurt to kick around.
Oh, dude. Could you imagine, like, if you had, like, the penalty and they welt your back with that shit?
Ooh, oh, dude.
Fucking A.
Yeah. We need to bring that back. We need to make hacky
the
sack
90s
resurgence.
The 90s are, they're coming back into vogue.
We need to go get our Jinkos and our Airwalks.
Dude.
And our
Jinkos and Airwalks.
Gold bead necklaces.
Dude, I know we've talked about it before, but, like, I was the dude, like, Airwalks, the fucking, like, 50-inch Jinkos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
so, like, you couldn't even see my fucking Airwalks anyways.
No.
And then, like, on top of that, a corded fucking sweater.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I was the preppy.
See,
preppy punk.
Me and the old lady have talked about being like 90s kids for Halloween. And I'm like, dude, I will totally undercut my hair again and fucking totally do it up like I used to when I was in 6th grade, 7th grade, and fucking.
Dude, I mean, I already have the mohawk. All I got to do is fucking slick it up.
I don't know if I can spend $90 on a pair of jeans though. That's just me.
I mean,
to land the Jinkos, like I'd have to land some at Goodwill,
right?
Goodwill Jinkos.
I know we did this once on the show.
Mm-hmm.
They were like $300 for new Jinkos.
Fuck that.
Fuck out of here, man! Like
I always thought 54 was too much.
Hold on, let me pull up Mercari.
That's inflation for you, man. Like what the fuck?
Oh,
like,
dude, for sure.
Fuck out of here, dude. $100, over $100 for a pair of jeans, man. Those motherfuckers better walk me around,
right?
Like, I better be kind of like in a sitting position and my pants just fucking take me. You know, my pants are now my conveyance.
Just make sure those giant ass 40 hiding pockets has a fucking fleshlight in it. That is robotic. Just fucking.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you got the fleshlight pocket inside,
right.
so you can just be like, "All right, pants, you fucked me once, time to fuck me again."
Exactly.
So actually, the Kickware and Genkos they're not too bad online, like the old ones. Shit. Genko baggy vintage 90s jeans. $85.
I mean, still, like, I think over, including inflation, $45, $50 for a pair of jeans is astronomical.
Oh, yeah.
Like, $50 for a pair of jeans, like, I better have a solid pair of nice-looking, like, dress Dickies, right? Like, these things are oil-resistant. They got the fucking padded knee, but you can't see it because it's sewn on the fucking side, right? Like... But I'm cool with those pants. Like they always stay. Like I have 2 pairs of Dickie khakis, and that's exactly what I just described. Like they are the best. Never stain these fucking things. They always look starched and fucking pressed. Like I paid $50 a pair for those fucking things because that's what I wanted to pay. But for jeans, man, that shit sucks.
Right.
Blue jeans are designed to fail and designed to make you buy more. Like most things, like we all want to buy American-made.
Modern blue jeans.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Yep.
I mean, those Jenkos, I mean, I can't tell you, like, how much fucking denim I cut off the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
And they were still mint the rest of the fucking jean.
Well, like, they were so thick, too. Like, they were heavy pants, man. Like, that was a thick piece of denim.
But even,
rainy days were the worst.
Like, even like the non-Genko, like, I know Wrangler got into the baggy jeans, because that was the style. Like, even those ones, like, you could walk fucking 20 miles in them.
Right.
And they were fucking just as good as if you fucking pulled them off the store shelf.
Yeah.
These new ones, you fucking spend a day in jeans and Jesus Christ, you might
I had a
brand new
pair of Levi's, and Janelle had thrown a knife in my fucking stocking a couple years ago, right? So I misplaced my typical everyday knife. So I swapped it out 2 weeks with this other knife because the fold out like trigger sticks above the end of the knife. It rubbed against the fucking watch
pocket. Rubbed a hole right through it?
Yeah. The whole fucking thing is useless now. And I was like, holy shit. Like, literally 2 weeks with that knife in my pocket ruined this. Like, and it's all frayed. Like, you can see my drawers and shit. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what? I've never had a knife do that or pants fail me so Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, we used to take fucking, like, grip tape to our pins.
Yeah, right.
And, like, you would have to sit there for an hour to fucking rub through a little bit.
Oh, dude, one of my kids is like, hey, can I get a real skateboard? And I'm like, yeah, but we're talking, like, real
World
money.
Industries.
Like yeah, like, you want a skateboard for your birthday or Christmas. That's all you're getting.
Yeah,
because
that shit ain't cheap.
That's like half a fucking cell phone. Okay?
Right. I mean, boards are going...
Yeah, dude, I remember looking at just decks for $150, $200.
Right.
No, nothing. Just the fucking deck. No,
and those are low end name brands.
Yeah, that was I remember that the Spawn Element deck was $159. 160. It was 160, and that was the one I built. I always liked Element. Fucking Mike Vallely was one of my favorite skaters. So that everybody's seen that video of him beating the shit out of those dudes for calling him
Mike Valley.
And then just being, general cunts.
Right.
And yeah, man, that was like the first viral video. Fuck.
One of the first, yeah.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah. Like, man, we all saw that video back in the day. We were showing that back, and we could still play Snake. Let me send you the link, and you can look it up on your computer when you get home.
Right.
As long as your mom's not on the phone.
Dude. Fucking, I have seen so much resurgence of, like, the 90s. You were a 90s kid, and then they played the AOL dial-up noise, like the modem. And it's just like, God damn, like, the fact that we used to, like, literally wait 10 minutes for a single web page to load.
Right. Dude, when our shit runs slow, it's still twice as fast as the fastest internet we had when we were kids.
If not fucking 3 or 4 times faster.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like,
Dude, I got pissed off the other day because I was on fucking my phone doing some Google foo about something, or I was doing something. And it literally took, like, all of 3 seconds to load a page, and I'm like, why the fuck is this being so slow?
Yeah. Oh, dude, one of my stores does not have service, and everybody's like, oh, you gotta call your service provider and tell them to ping the closest tower. What? I understand that that's a process that you can undertake, but isn't my phone and isn't their shit supposed to do that automatically?
Right. It's automagically.
Yeah, right. Automatically. Well, I think the issue that I'm having, though, is the location of the plaza that the store is in is actually, like, on the cusp, like the shittiest cusp between 4G and 5G. And the phone's like, I don't know what to do.
Right. Keeps bouncing between 4 and 5, and it's like,
Yeah. And just doesn't load shit. Like, most of the time, like, if you guys send a Discord message, I'll see the notification. But if it's not, like, less than 8 words, I don't know what you said. And I can't, once I go in the Discord, there's nothing there.
Yeah. Oh, my phone does that because I'm driving around all day, so I'm constantly bouncing between towers.
Right. All of a sudden, you just get a bunch of messages. And it's like, oh, shit.
Dude, it's like when I'm driving out to Hamlin, there's like one fucking dead spot. Like, if you guys message me and I'm in this one, like, fucking 2-mile spot.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
What did we used to do? Like, yeah. Like, now we're so connected, right? With, like, phones now. But, yeah, when we were kids, oh, fuck, I gotta get home soon. I might have a fucking message on AOL. Fucking. And then you're hauling ass on your bicycle.
The 3 of us would not be friends.
No.
I mean, plain and simple.
Most of our interactions have been online and fucking... Yeah, I met Jim. We met playing fucking...
Yeah.
What, Call of
We
Duty,
met online,
right?
which was, which would have still been able to happen back then. We would have met in a chat room or something.
Yeah, right. What was your... do you guys remember your AOL screen names?
No. God, no.
Dusty does.
Dusty totally does. What is it?
It's the same thing as everything else of mine.
Doozer?
No.
Oh.
It's
Kirby.
Just,
1 ton?
Yeah.
No,
Kirby.
Oh, Kirby?
Yep.
Mine was
1 ton
Soundwave
didn't come until
1557.
PlayStation. What was yours?
Soundwave 1557.
That's true. Dude, if I were to download AOL, if it still even exists,
I don't.
I would have you on.
No, I think it died like 2 decades ago, bro. Like
right.
legit. Like they did it was a whole thing.
like the fact that Yahoo Answers no longer exists.
Right. Oh, dude.
And finally shut down in 2017.
Okay, so it wasn't
that late.
Yeah.
Like, but were people still using it?
So you say that late because it feels like just yesterday it was 2017 for us. But we have to remember
2017 was 5 years ago.
5 years. Yeah.
But it also.
But when was the last time you were on fucking AIM?
20 fucking years.
I was a junior in high school, maybe.
I mean, I still used Yahoo chat rooms and AIM up until like 2000. It was after me and Jess met. So maybe 2006, 2007 ish.
I remember seeing Kirby, seeing your AOL name when you and Kathy Lee first got together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That was back in 2003.
Yeah, 2003.
I mean, I remember some of my MySpace names.
Yeah.
I only had one MySpace.
I only had one, yeah.
I only had one, but I changed the name fucking, every 2-3 weeks.
Word. I always changed the music. People would get pissed at me.
Dude, MySpace was
the
my
music
shit.
Constantly.
Mm-hmm. I was just telling
Remember when they introduced playlists to MySpace?
Yep.
Dude,
so it wasn't just this one little shitty 30-second clip?
And I don't understand why MySpace didn't take off. Because it's way better than
all
Facebook.
Of a sudden Facebook
and it still is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Facebook made things simple and user-friendly. Dude, you could, program shit into your MySpace to make your words scroll across the screen and shit.
Yeah. Dude, I had mini games on my fucking MySpace page.
Hell yeah.
Fucking A, man. Yeah, that was pretty dope. That was pretty dope. Look at us old farts reminiscing about the geriatric days before the internet.
I remember back when.
Back in my day. Dude, I would spend
in 8
hours.
years, the 80s were 50 years ago.
Shut your hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Right?
Our music is getting played on classic rock stations. They play Nirvana.
First of all, I'm going to come back to that point in just a second. But as far as MySpace goes, I would spend hours perfecting my MySpace page. From the background to the effects to the music choice to your fucking top 8. You remember that shit? Like, motherfuckers getting angry at you for not being in your top 8?
People would get pissed. So fucking pissed.
But anyways, our generation of music being played on, being called and played on quote-unquote classic rock stations.
Mm-hmm.
No, classic rock is its own genre.
Well, sure, but I feel like they're doing, fuck, dude, a 90s Eclipse is considered a classic car. By the tax
it hurts me to say it, but yes.
Yeah, dude, if you got my buddy's 97 Talon would be classic.
But when I say, hey, I'm listening to classic rock, what are you thinking?
60s, 70s, early 80s.
Like Skynyrd, AC/DC, Metallica.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but our kids are going to grow up and be like, oh, Nirvana, that's on CMF, right? That's on the classic rock station. Yeah. But now, think about it. This is the way I see it. I 100% accept it because now, where we live, we have no decent rock stations. It's either new popular rock and punk rock, pop rock bullshit.
Rock, with air quotes.
Unquote. Yeah. But we lost all our decent radio stations.
Right.
And unless you have satellite or, Pandora, whatever the fuck you use to listen to music, you don't listen to the radio around here anymore. I listen to a few local talk shows. Right.
I listened to a talk show on my way into work.
Yep. Same.
You mentioned it, CMF.
Mm-hmm.
But that's only because it's too early in the morning to fucking be listening to, headbang and shit. I'm not that awake yet.
Oh, see, I'm like a friend of mine. I used to get picked up at 5:30 in the morning and get in my buddy's car, and he had a fucking subwoofer, and he wasn't playing rap, bro. He was playing the fastest, loudest fucking scream fucking metal. Yeah. And I didn't even like that kind of metal back then. Now I'm a little bit less reluctant I'll say,
right.
to participate in listening. But 5:30 in the morning, dude, I used to be so fucking miserable because it was like, rah, 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 rah.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not awake. But now I do it constantly, like I'm jamming my tunes. Or, yeah, I'm listening to CMF, fucking Break Room. If you're in the Rochester area ever in Western New York, fucking check it out. They're pretty funny dudes.
Yep.
You know what
and
I mean?
Lady.
Yep. Kimmy's hilarious. And I've, talked about stuff I've heard them say because I'm like, that is interesting. Like, and that's what talk radio is supposed to do. That's what podcasts are supposed to do, right? Like,
create a conversation.
Right. We're having a conversation, and then you've listened to us and our ideas. Now fucking, take it to your group and fucking be like, I was listening to this fucking show.
But we're not experts.
Yeah, but neither are the dudes in the break room.
I mean, that's true. But I'm covering our asses.
Sure. We're experts on nerding everywhere, though.
Fuck yeah,
I'll whip my nerd out fucking in the middle of the smoke shop, in the middle of Walmart. Whip it out everywhere.
I mean,
I haven't been their shirts, and they're like, "You play D&D?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." They're like, "You don't look like a guy who played D&D." And I'm like, "Yeah, I get that a lot."
I mean, I'm constantly checking my nerd on my phone.
Yep.
Seeing what my nerd is going for, seeing how my nerd's doing.
He goes, "Hey, I might be playing D&D soon. What's a good character for me?" A friend of mine said a rogue, and I said, "Okay, let's have a conversation." So I just talked to him, gauged how smart I thought this person was, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, "You should be a monk. It's a little bit more difficult than a rogue, but you can do all the same shit."
For the most part, yeah.
You have a little bit extra, a few more mechanics that you have to fuck with that can make certain things very, very cool. And like, I pulled up all the apps I have on my phone, and I was like, check this out.
Right.
And he was like, holy shit. And I was like, oh yeah, I fucking
that's
all
nothing.
Over the place. Yeah, I was like,
I bet he was nerding after that.
Oh yeah, he nerded pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm constantly looking for, deals on my nerd.
Right, nerd deals.
I mean, I actually did find a pretty good deal on my nerd. I was scrolling through my nerd, where I sell my nerd.
Yeah,
and
that's solid. That's always a nice feeling.
Yeah. So I was scrolling through it, just didn't have anything to do. Mm-hmm. So to unveil it, my nerd has been Pokemon cards lately, right?
No unveiling. You've talked about it a few times.
I mean,
man. Fuck yeah, you've been nerding hard.
To stop being so vague. I felt like Dustin for a second. Like, I can't be that vague.
We just got flicked off.
So anyways, dude had a $25 card listed for $5. And I'm like, yeah?
Yes, please. Ding.
Right. Especially since I try and flip cards.
Right.
So that's, $20 profit. I mean, it ends up being like a $10 profit after fees and everything, but
still, profit's profit, man. Cash is king. That's still money in the bank. Fuck that shit. I don't know, man. That's awesome, though.
If you win by an inch or a mile.
As long as you win. Family.
No, I was talking... actually... Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just going to...
I was looking at my nerd the other day, and I said something, right? And I don't usually talk about this, but fuck it. I was hemming and hawing about spending a decent amount of money on a bong.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
did you bite the bullet?
No, I haven't yet, but I've changed my position, right? Because initially I was like, I can't spend that much money on a fucking bong, dude. Get out of here, man. Like $15-20 on a pipe, sure, but a bong, fuck, dude. $150.
A tobacco water pipe.
No, we can call them a bong now.
Oh, right, right, legal. Because of the
legalization.
Legalize it.
But then I looked at the $500 worth of plastic that I haven't touched in a couple of months. All my Warhammer stuff that I've saved for kit bashing and then just haven't picked the hobby back up. It happens. We all have ADHD. We understand the fluctuation of the...
Dude, my cross-stitch stuff is sitting in the fucking drawer in the living room. You still got it?
You'll pick it back up later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might be a hair rusty, but you don't really lose some of that skill.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I was just like, yeah, no, fucking whatever. I'll get back to it, but I can totally spend $150 on a bong.
Jesus.
Not right now, but It'll be pretty sweet, man. It'll be pretty dope.
It is,
and I'll use it all the time.
It's cool. I
haven't even. You sent it to Dusty?
No, he came into the store.
Oh.
When I was out
I was out and about.
Geneseo. Yeah, he stopped in, and I was like, "This is the one I want," and then I sold it the next day.
He did.
Yeah.
I texted him. I was like, "I sold that fucking bong."
That's like reverse manifestation or some shit.
Yeah, I've actually in the 5 stores that I've been into recently, I have sold it in 3 out of the 5 stores.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah,
that's awesome.
$50 bong. Hell yeah, dude. Because somebody comes in and they're like, well, fuck, let's just open the fucking can, right? Somebody comes in and they're like, I want a dry herb. They want to smoke some weed out of a vape, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll come in. It's like these old hats. They'll be like, I want to
get high.
And I'm like, you want to smoke some weed? And they're like, yeah, you want. Yes, I do. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, it's totally cool. We can totally talk about it. What do you want? You want a bowl? You want a bong? You want a dab rig? I don't really know it. I'm totally up front with people, and I'm like, I don't know shit about dabbing because I'll just put that shit on my weed. Like that seems like a lot of steps.
Fucking Dusty.
Yeah, not that kind of dabbing. But yeah,
sorry,
no, it's
had to.
You know, it can be an expensive hobby, but it's something like, think about it. I spent all that money, over $350 on plastic. That's just sitting here.
Right.
I use that bong all the fucking time.
Right.
All the fucking time.
Probably fucking daily.
Yeah, right. Easily. But like,
I've never seen one so intricate either.
It's fucking badass, bro.
All the internals on this thing, like,
you gotta send me a picture.
I will. On Monday, I'll send a picture out. Maybe I'll post one on the fucking Facebook. Fuck it, dude. Like we had, me and one of my kids had a total like opposite parenting method situation with the other half of the family. Oh my god! And I was just laughing, right? Because I would rather have my kids try marijuana, cannabis, than smoke cigarettes or try alcohol.
For sure. Depending on their age.
Absolutely. And like,
if they're
go ahead.
If they're going to try anything, like if they're like 15, 16, try some herb. Stay away from fucking cigarettes. As somebody who fucking smokes a pack or more a day, stay the fuck away from cigarettes.
Yep. And that's what that's how I am with my kids, right? And you see that a lot in pop culture. There's a lot of people who are like, yeah, my parents were totally like, yeah, do whatever you want. So I just didn't do it. Like, that's how they rebel, by not doing it. And I mean, it's working on mine. Like, she's totally just like, I'm good. I don't need to do that. All right, well, do you?
Whatever.
Do you? I'm not going to stifle you. Know that if something happens and you need to call me, just call me. Don't worry about it. Don't ever worry about it. If something happens, you can just fucking call me. I would rather have that relationship than, you're doing what?
Right. You smoked the devil's lettuce?
Yeah. I would be more like, you smoked without me, dude?
I wanted to be there for that.
But let them be kids, man. And I don't know. I've just been open with my kids. Honestly.
Kids are going to do stupid shit anyways. I mean, look at us. We're fucking prime examples. We all did stupid shit growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, I started smoking cigarettes when I was fucking 13.
Same. I didn't smoke anything. I didn't smoke weed until I was 18, 19-ish.
I was 21.
I was drinking a lot, though, already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Heavily.
That's an understatement, I think.
Yeah, right.
For us, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I consider myself an alcoholic back in those days.
I was always called an alcoholic. I will acknowledge habitual alcoholism every fucking Friday night and Saturday night.
Oh,
Saturday
dude, I
was
chugged...
more casual drinking. Friday, I got fucking drunk.
Dude, I chugged a 1-liter water bottle of vodka colored with orange juice on the way to school.
Boof. No way, bro.
I got sick as shit.
No, I never did anything. I was too paranoid to ever smoke cigarettes. I got stoned my super senior year, right? So when I went back, and I got stoned before I went to school, and I left. I was like, I need to go to the bathroom, and I just walked right out because I was like, nope, not for me. Not for
I gotta go home. Yeah, I gotta go home.
Like, when I got into quote-unquote adulthood, I wasn't the one like, I worked in restaurants my whole life.
Right.
Everybody knows there's a fucking huge drug problem in restaurants. I could never smoke and go to work or smoke at work. Like,
right.
I just couldn't fucking do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, towards the end of the night, like, I could take a hit just to, like, fucking start the wind down, but middle of fucking dinner rush, you know, guys would step outside and smoke a bowl and come back and be fucking fantastic. Dude, I'd go outside, take one hit, come back and be like, fuck,
what do you want in your fucking salad?
Right.
Hurry,
like,
I'm nervous.
Sitting there cooking the steak and you're like, oh man.
No, it's not even that. Like, now that I know I have fucking anxiety, you know, general anxiety disorder, you know, it makes a lot more sense.
Well, and that is also the growth and handling of the plant after it is cultivated. I've actually been learning a lot about that, and it's my job to learn these things.
We can talk about that after the break.
After these awesome Fandom Limb Media ads.
But before we do that, and before Dusty gives us his nerd fact, I am doing a fundraiser.
Yeah.
For Galisano Children's Hospital in Rochester, New York.
It's an awesome organization that helps, you know, sick kids,
my daughter was in the NICU when she was born.
Yep.
So anyways, I have gotten in good with a couple Pokemon TikTok streamers.
Oh, snap.
There's like 10 of us, or 10 people in this community that know me by the name Jim from Dunkin' Donuts. Which is a long story. Check out my TikTok, figure it out. But anyways, so Pokemon products come with code cards, and you can use the code for the online trading card game. But you can also sell them to a third party. And that's what I'm going to do, is I'm getting code cards and money donations, selling the codes, and then donating it all to Galisano.
Yeah, that's killer. That's awesome.
So I will put the PayPal fundraiser link in the bio, or in the description for this week, and probably the next few weeks while the fundraiser is live. But Dad's Doing Nerd Shit is sponsoring it, so you might see a couple, you know, little things here and there on the socials, just reminding everybody.
Yeah, to check it out.
And also being sponsored by rockgames.org, rocgames.org. Sweet. It's an online-only retailer of Pokemon Wise Schwartz, which is, you know, like waifu shit, and MetaZoo, and a couple other things that I actually didn't know anything about until recently, and found out that the proprietor lives all of a 3-minute walk away from me.
No shit.
That's interesting.
So
serendipitous.
Yeah. So the proprietor is also sponsoring that, so her website will also be in the description. Check out some of her products. I mean, that Wise Schwartz, I'm not into the waifu stuff, but some of the artwork is pretty dope. MetaZoo, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys don't know what MetaZoo is, but it's like Pokemon, but cryptids.
Okay. Like Bigfoot and fucking shit like that type of thing.
Jersey Devil, shit like
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. So yeah. That is that. All the links will be in the description of this week's episode and probably the next few. Even if you can only spare $1, I mean, $1 going towards Galisano Children's Hospital is still $1.
Facts.
Right? Like, it still helps.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. So, Dusty, titillate us with a titillating factoid.
Titillation?
Yes.
So,
titillation.
What was the first fast food chain to hire women as managers?
Damn, you're getting a deep cut. You're getting
right. That's out of fucking left field.
Burn your bras, free the
women's
boobies.
Suffrage shit.
Hey, we live in New York, bro. You can free the titty anytime you want.
Anytime.
Technically, yes, but there are loopholes to the law that they can still get you on.
Yeah.
Listen.
I mean, I free my tatas every fucking day in the summer. I mean, my shit's just fucking like
Dude, my nipples are pasty white all year round.
No, bro, I'm getting like a pretty sick bodybuilder tan. Like
my nipples and my butthole are the same color because I'm not into pituitary sunning.
How do you know what your color your butthole is?
I'm just assuming because it's never seen the goddamn sun.
Well, you didn't say assuming. You said they're the same goddamn color.
I'm assuming, man. I'm assuming that my ass
he
is
just grabs hair, puts it on the floor, and squats over.
After that, fucking
enjoy these messages.
Yeah, Phantom Limb promos, ads. Tell us. Jess had a diabetes ad the other day. Yeah.
Oh.
Was it Wilford Brimley?
No, Wilford Brimley's dead.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's been dead for a minute, bro.
He still lives on as a meme.
Forever. Because that's the nature of the internet. Yep. All right, we'll be back in a minute. We're already fucking 35 minutes into a 30-minute half.
Diabetes.
Bitch.
Diabetes.
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 I watch this as an adult as a podcast where we reminisce about movies from our childhood and we see if it still holds up or we just say, I used to watch this crap. Check out the podcast to see what we say. Peace.
Picture this. You have a long commute to work and just want to listen to a good podcast, but there are too many choices. Anime, film, comic books, science. What will you do? Well, never fear. We are here with all of your podcast needs. Welcome, all freaks and geeks. We are the Square Roundtable Podcast, a collective of Black nerds discussing all things anime, comics, science, and pop culture related. Please join us for our weekly podcast every Friday on squareroundtablepod.phantomlimb.com, YouTube, and wherever else you get your podcasts. Be there and be square.
And hopefully those ads were nice and enticing, made you want to buy something maybe. Maybe, I don't know, listen to another
I don't know if we get
Phantom
paid
Limb.
more for you listening versus, like, you clicking through.
Well, like, I think if somebody Googles, if these are Google ads, right, and somebody Googles the, like the fucking, the bent peen medicine.
Yeah.
Xiaflex. Like, I'm sure when a few people might have Googled that and been like, what the fuck is this commercial about? Bent penises, And that had to do something. Google had to be like, oh, that made some Google nipples
impressions.
Hard. Yeah. So, Dusty, what was the first fast food chain to hire women as managers?
Taco Bell.
No
Really?
shit.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Taco
really?
Smell.
Believe it or
Yeah,
not.
dude. No, you know why that is? Because they were like, listen, we all know that fucking Abuela makes the best tortillas. You know what I mean?
Originally, it was created by a guy named Glenn Bell. And the name of it was originally Bell's Drive-In and Taco Tia. But
Bell's Drive-In and Taco Tia.
Yeah.
Huh.
And the tacos were only 19 cents. Mad cheap.
Fucking A. When did that happen? What year was that?
1954.
No
and it
shit.
wasn't until 1962 that they changed it to Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Right?
I miss those ads.
For sure.
Yeah, the old school Chihuahua ads.
Yeah, the Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Which
now
they
got
portrayed
the
as a
Baja
male,
Blast.
but the Chihuahua was actually female.
No shit. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh, that would never
Fucking
fly
scandalous.
nowadays. Yeah, I know, dude. That's like fucking Blazing Saddles level shit right there nowadays.
Right?
That just came up on Netflix, and I'm totally like, I want to watch this with my kids so bad.
I don't think my daughter would sit through it.
I'm surprised I did, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it is kind of dry at the start, and then it gets fucking funny. You know
Right.
what I mean? So, I don't know.
So before the ad, we were talking about your new employment. Or
Yeah.
before the ad, before the break.
Yeah, before the ad break.
Ad break. We were talking about your change of employment.
Yeah.
Which, congratulations on your...
Yeah, it's been pretty
I
rad.
mean, essentially hire at a higher level than you were.
No
Indeed.
pun intended.
Indeed. All puns intended, man.
All puns intended.
All puns intended.
Yeah, like people come in. It's so funny. Like I said, like the old hats coming into the stores and being like, rah, rah, rah. And then the dudes who are just totally like, fuck yeah, dude, I've got like 12-foot tall plants. You should see them. Or the cats who come in with backpacks and they just reek. And it's like, bro, you're lucky it's legal, bud.
Right.
Right.
But no, it's fun, man. Like, I enjoy my job now, like, significantly more than I ever did before. Like, selling supplements was cool. And I liked running GNC, right? That was fine. But, like, the upper management of GNC sucks all the dicks.
All the dicks.
All of them.
Dirty.
And
clean, long, short.
the regional manager, he was kind of a cunt, but the district manager was a fucking capital CUNT. Like, all four letters are fucking capital. Like, no, they got a very poor Indeed review from this guy.
I don't blame you. Some of the shit you told us, like...
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
man. And they've done it again. So the kid who took over my store, I trained him, right? But then the whole IT department from GNC quit. So everything I trained him to do, everything I showed him, he couldn't do for another 2.5, 3 weeks.
Oh.
So he didn't get to
sucks.
maintain that repetition I had set up those first couple weeks with him and lost it all. And now it's, Matt didn't trade me very well. Well, that's not true, you fucking asshole. I mean, I did.
Right.
You know I did, but the DM's like, well, it's all Matt. Yeah, whatever, cut. You suck dicks. Now I am the DM, and I'm like, listen, I know what it's like to have a shit DM. You guys got a fucking dope DM.
Right.
Not that the last DM was shit. Yeah, right. Not that the last DM, like, that guy's great, but he's had a big region, and now I'm just making it a little smaller. Fucking, I get to drive around and help sell fucking pipes and some cigarettes. And
Right.
I mean, I'm going to get some Crown Royal Gold. Or Black Crown, sorry, Royal Gold, and it's, oh man, it smells like, I've had it, it's been a long time since I smoked a solid pipe of tobacco, and I cannot wait to get some of this. It's like smoking like the smoothest vanilla. It's
when
like
you do
smoking
get
vanilla
some,
ice cream.
let me know.
I will, because I literally go in every day and I'm like, on the bag,
Right.
like I just give it a good huff, and everybody's like, just buy it, and I'm like, well, you see, the old lady is dreading the day I come home with this pipe and this tobacco. So
Right.
It does smell good, though.
But I am looking
Dude,
forward
I
to
loved
it. I
pipe
love
tobacco.
that shit. Oh,
For sure.
man. Yep, I am looking forward to... I mean, that's a bit of a hobby. And I said,
sure.
when we're at the big Italian fucking thing and all the Italians break out their pocket humidors and their cigars, I'll be like, oh, we're fucking smoking. Let's do this.
No, we're going to do this. Pull out your little
I'm like, well, we're
Sherlock.
not smoking that. Yeah, well, I'm smoking way better tobacco. My tobacco's not dry, first of all.
Right.
And you guys aren't going to inhale your cigars because you're, well, let's just say it, you're pussies. Give me that fucking fat stogie.
I hope none of them
chew
listen.
on it for. I mean, if they do, I'd say it to their faces. I'm not really sad. Make
Fair
fun
enough.
of them about it. Like, chew on that fucking cigar for 30 minutes, smoke it for 10, chew on it for another 30, and then finish the fucking thing.
So gross.
Oh my god,
Chewing on it?
I have been known to partake in a decent cigar. I've never had like a truly good cigar.
Oh, I have. Oh my gosh.
I've
It
got a
was
few
amazing.
lined up that I'm thinking that next time we have a in-person session, which probably I'm hoping maybe late fall, mid fall. I mean,
Definitely when
get
it's not
something
fucking 90 degrees.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
that kind of sucked.
But I've got some nice. I mean, New York State kind of fucked up the cigar sales industry right now. With the COVID bill, they jacked up the tax on cigars over 70%.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
So a $3 cigar now costs close to $10, which is crazy. But I've got some solid ones that I'm going to get a bunch and bring to the fucking next thing, man, just because I know everybody can smoke cigars. I ordered a solid bent Dr. Grabo pipe.
Ooh.
And the Grabos are solid, man. And the bent pipe is a Sherlock. They just call it a bent. And I did get the Lark, which is more in line with Sherlock Holmes pipe that RDJ smokes in the Robert Downey, Jude Law, Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
So it's the more straight pipe. I can't wait. But I definitely will bring a couple pipes to fucking fill.
I was going to say, you're going to have to
fucking some good gars, and they won't be project gars. I'll bring some nub boys and fucking, you know what I mean? Some good solid, chew on it for a bit and then fucking let it rip.
I mean, you bring the smokes, I'll feed you.
Fucking, yeah, right. Well, last time I brought the game, I think I brought some food. I don't think I brought food last time because I brought the game. I'll bring the game and some gars and some tobacco. I'll bring the tobacco.
There you go.
In the game. Unless Mike's bringing the game, which will be fucking sweet. Our DM Zen.
Hell yeah.
Fucking bringing a game.
I mean, even if we did fucking like a board game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some pretty dope board games out there that fuck Monopoly.
I actually have Monopoly Cheaters Edition. So you're actually supposed to cheat as much as you can. And if you can make it all the way around the board and pass go and collect your $200 without anybody catching you, you have to expose yourself and be like, I get boardwalk cunts because I've had it this whole time.
Nice.
All right, maybe I might play that, but Monopoly, fuck Monopoly.
There is, when you go to jail, you do get handcuffed to the table.
That's awesome.
And have you guys played Exploding Kittens?
Yes. We bought it for Aaron.
Unicorns. That shit is so awesome. Llamas Unleashed. Like any one of those games, if you have kids.
Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. Have you played that one?
Yeah.
No.
There's so many.
So
That's awesome.
So have you seen it, Dusty?
I have not, no.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Taco Cat, I think it's actually just Taco Cat.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But there's cards, right? One's taco, one's cat, one's goat, one's cheese, one's pizza, and then there's a couple specials in there. But you shuffle the deck and you deal it out between whoever's playing, and every time you lay down a card, you have to say, in order, taco, cat, goat, cheese, pizza. Taco, cat, goat, cheese, pizza. So there's that element of like keeping it going.
Like a pain in the ass.
But also, if you flip a card and say taco and it's a taco, you slap the stack. And the last person to slap the stack gets the stack. Right?
All right. Interesting. I've seen
and
it.
The goal is to get rid of all of your cards.
So
okay.
What you're telling me is it's Simon, like the light game Simon, with Slapjack.
Kind of. It's more of like a repetitive thing than Simon. Because Simon, you have to track a pattern.
Right.
Mm-hmm. No, I do. I have a board game that I'll totally bring. Would be dope for an in-person session.
The House on
Betrayal.
the Hill.
Yeah, on House on the Hill.
I want to play that so bad. Since you've talked about
Zen has a bunch of fucking awesome, just tabletop fucking party games. Werewolf After Midnight. That's a fully interactive. You got to download an app to play that game. That one's a lot of fun. There's this one called Mind Reader. And so we all get dealt cards, and the more people there are, the harder this game becomes. But you try to count from 1 to 100 without talking to anyone in the room.
So how do you do it?
So you have 7 cards, I have 7 cards, and we have 3 lives each round. And so we start, if there's 6 of us, we'd all start with a 6-hand deck. A 6-card hand. Shit.
Right.
And then, we try to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without being like, I have these numbers. And it's surprisingly easy sometimes, and then all of a sudden you're like, and we suck.
So another thing that would be an option, and we could possibly do for a special live stream, is Jackbox party games. And the thing that's cool about that is only one person has to purchase it, and anybody can join on a browser.
No shit.
And it's like trivia games and shit.
Yeah. That would be cool. That would be cool. That'd be a lot of fun. Just rip up. I think definitely sometime around Halloween we should get together and play Betrayal on House on the Hill.
That would be
dope.
dope.
I'm game. A ton of fun. ton of fucking fun, and it's twisted. And like the game that Zen, myself, and our ladies have played, we've played it 3 times, and the game just gets more fucked up every time. And I've
right, because it's a legacy game, right?
Yep.
Like, it continues
it goes from
where you left off.
1864 to 2006.
Yeah.
So each time you play the game, things progress, 50 to 60 years. So if you play a 15-year-old person, you can be in the next game as that person still. And I've seen that happen. I got beat to death by an old lady with a hammer in one game. She was berserker raged. Yeah, and she beat me to death with a hammer that she took from me.
Oh.
It was great. A lot of fun. A lot of murder. Mayhem.
I'm going to play it.
See, you know what's weird? You know what's great? Is I'm actually on like the board game side of TikTok for some reason.
No shit.
And me and Jess send board game, like, people will be like, play this game, and they'll like do a quick synopsis of it. Dude, I've got so many board games saved on my TikTok.
Yeah, right.
Like shit that I will never buy. I mean, there's like fucking.
Well, they're so expensive, dude.
Yeah, there's
they're not
like
cheap games.
I know Millennium carries some of them, like Gloomhaven.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And the fucking expansions for it are just like the base alone is like $250, and then each expansion is $100, and it's like I don't play board games that often, as much as I would love to.
Yep. Like we want to play D&D more.
Right.
Like, trying to
but
work
some of these board games are like they're D&D-esque.
For sure. For sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Yep. No, that's why I like Betrayal, because there is an end to each session.
Right.
Excuse me. But no, yeah, I'd be down for just about anything. But I enjoyed playing D&D, and we got to play D&D when we're in person, because we all spent like, especially our good friend Steve, who is one dice set away from becoming a fucking dice dragon. He's got to get a gemstone set. That's the set that pushes him over. Like spend over I think he got the $200 spending limit on the fucking pixel dice.
Yeah, which we're still waiting on. We do keep getting updates every month. They're getting closer, but with
for sure
COVID, kind of fucked everything.
Yeah,
But they're doing fine tuning.
Yeah.
The dev kits should be ready by the end of the year.
Yeah, that's cool.
Once the dev kits are done and out and tested for a month or two, they can start production, and hopefully by this time next year.
Yeah, right.
I will have some fucking light up fancy dice.
Yeah. Well, I've heard in the pipeline that potentially Roll20 could become part of WotC, Wizards of the Coast.
They already bought fucking D&D Beyond, though.
Yep, and then they could integrate D&D Beyond.
You just cut out.
Did I?
Yep. For a second. I don't know if
that's weird.
The recording still caught it, but
yeah, that's weird. But yeah, no. If they integrated D&D Beyond Roll20 functionality with the character sheets of Roll20, but I have heard that that's speculated to not happen until 6th edition. Right, but we've got Spelljammer coming out this fall.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that, but mechanically it will be hard to multi-class. Like, say you want to be a sorcerer, but I'm going to be a Spelljammer class.
Right.
Your stuff, you only have 2 of them, because that's just what the rules say. But my stuff is based around my proficiency bonus. So by level 10, I can do that 4 or 5 times. Whereas you're at level 10, you're still stuck with 2.
Right.
So it creates a weird unbalancing. So they're going to fix that rule. Right.
They're going to have to.
Right. Like, think about it. Imagine we've both played paladins and clerics with Channel Divinity, and it sucks to only have 1 until fucking like level 15.
Yeah. And then you've only got 2.
Right. And then there's items that will give you 1 extra one.
Right.
Imagine if that was tied to your proficiency bonus and you could do by level 15, you're doing 5 fucking channel divinities.
That would be
and
dope.
Getting them back at a short rest. That's fucking killer, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that makes the paladin class so much more badass. Or a cleric class.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just being able to turn undead more than once a day. And come on, a lot of people saw Legends of Vox Machina on Prime Video, right? And when Pike shows up in Whitestone, my bad. Because Whitehill's ours.
Yeah, Whitehill is our blatant ripoff of Whitestone.
And but she uses channel divinity, destroy undead, and fucking destroys all those fucking zombies and shit. Like, so I'm interested to see where D&D goes, and because the pixel dice were already slated to be
Roll20 integrated
with Roll20. Yeah. So that'll be dope, man. That'll be pretty cool, man. And Roll20's gotten so much better, dude. So much better in the last few months. They got a new CEO running shit, and he's just fucking getting everything back in order 110%.
Right. All right, well, speaking on D&D and all that, I don't really have a segue. I was just going to wrap it up.
Oh, word, yeah. Grab your fucking, grab your nerd and just fucking make sure you got your all your pages, all your stats in the right block, so that you fucking roll your nerd proper, man. You don't want to be fucking around, so just roll your nerd proper. And I don't know if he's going to be able to say it, but if you're going to roll a 1, at least make it funny.
At least make it funny.
Yeah.
he actually did message the group real quick, said there was something going on in the house. So
yeah. Having kids is fantastic.
Right. Kids and multiple dogs, even.
The journey of life.
So, yeah. Take care of yourself, take care of your friends and family, and help us take care of the kids at Galisano Children's Hospital.
Fuck
and
yeah.
Maybe donate to that fundraiser that I've got down in the description. Also, check out rockgames.org, sponsoring the fundraiser.
Yeah, get your kids some stocking stuffers, little birthday grab bag gifts.
I mean, she's got that,
or if they collect,
you know what,
man.
You know what nano blocks are? Like the teeny tiny fucking Lego style shit. I mean, she sells that stuff.
No shit, that's cool. Hell yeah.
I mean, they're a pain in the ass and frustrating to somebody like me. I started one and I was like, nope. So yeah, but she's got a lot of stuff, Bandai models, like the click together Bandai models.
Dude, some of those Bandai models, I've got some of the Bandai Namco fucking Dragon Ball Super stuff, and they're solid, and they're definitely not toys. Don't think you're buying a toy your kid can play with. This is a model, like it's gonna fall apart if they play with it. Right. Unless you glue it and shit.
Yeah. So yeah, check out rockgames.org, rocgames.org. Check out the fundraiser. Other than that, share the show with, everybody. Just fucking share the show.
The next person that even mentions Dungeons and Dragons in your presence, be like, hey, Dad's doing nerd shit.
Right. If they mention Pokemon, if they mention Warhammer 40K, if they mention anything slightly nerdy, just be like, hey, I listen to these guys. You should check them out.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, you should.
Fuck yeah. Fucking do it.
Do it.
All right.
Cola. Do it.
All the normal stuff is in the link tree in the description.
Yep.
Other than that, check out the other shows on Fandom Limb.
Oh yeah.
Lone Peak Music is our intro and outro music.
Yep.
Royalty free. I don't really fucking mention him enough or them enough.
Yeah. We do. It's in the link tree and shit, isn't it? Or
oh yeah, it's. It's the last line of the blurb.
It's there.
It's there. There's credit given.
Yeah, man.
All right, so we'll talk at you next week.
Yeah,
peace.
Take it easy.
See ya. I had to do that for Dusty.
So my follow-up to last week's pun, dad joke. My friend didn't pay his exorcist. He got repossessed.
Speaking of exorcisms and stuff, before I cut this off, I listened to a podcast that went into the curse of the Poltergeist franchise. Pretty interesting.
Interesting. It is. It's pretty fucked up.
We might have to talk about it come October.
I mean that is a good topic. That and like the Crow curse of the Crow series.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk about curses. That later.
Yeah. This October.
This Halloween.
Things get weird.